Greetings, YouTube model people. How is it going? Welcome to my episode number 20. Yep, the big 2-0 for this awesome series, the Sunday Morning Model Cars and Coffee series, hosted by Paul over at Left Coast Model Car Builds, Left Coast Model Car Builds here on YouTube. And thank you, Paul, for the series. Now, we've pretty much covered all of my model cars and like trucks, pickup trucks, civilian vehicle types that I built prior to my YouTube channel going live in April of 2013. We're all caught up. So now we're going to focus on builds that we've done and we've showed as part of the YouTube journey. A few of them you haven't seen in a long time. Or only caught a very small glimpse of them. So let's get right into it. Well, to those who are not going to be friends anymore after I tell you what the mug is this week, great having you while you were here and all that good stuff, but I think it's a little silly to be that way. But anyway, here's this week's mug. A probably pretty divisive NFL football team, the Dallas Cowboys, but honestly, I always thought this was a strange mug, and this was a gift or part of a gift for Christmas many years ago. I was still I might have been like a sophomore in high school or something like that. That's purple, not really blue. So you could almost say I'm a Vikings fan or a Ravens fan as well, but not really. No, definitely not. So before you all get in a huff and get your chin straps in a tangle about football, oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys. Well, how big a threat have they been really in many decades, even at this point in the NFL? How far have they really gone in the playoffs in the last 20 years even, right? So I don't want to hear any complaints, right? I became a fan for two reasons. One, my best friend was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he was a fan first. And I remember very vividly watching the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. It was a great, and even any football, just overall. But when I got to know the game and learn the rules and learn what was good and what was not kind of thing, when I saw number 12, Roger Staubach playing, I said, oh, that's cool. That's my guy. I can understand why my friend is such a big fan. And then I became a fan. And I also loved always Tom Landry as a coach, his awesome creative play calling, and more than that is just his overall super classy demeanor, especially for a football coach. Just total professional, and I always loved that. Now, that's enough of that stuff. Let's get on to this model. Here we go. All right, here we are, folks. As you can tell by the picture, that was the kit that I used for this rat rod build. And it's a cool build because really, it's the only rat rod I've ever done. I don't remember which year. Again, I keep failing on that for you guys. I promise I will look that up, and I will actually add it to the description somewhere of when this was built. But yeah, someone hosted a rat rod group build. Sadly, that person's not really in the YouTube community anymore. They're not really posting updates, but they were quite active for a bit of time. And yeah, I just decided to go geek out and just go straight into it and say, you know what, I never did one before. Let me take a shot at it. And this is what I came up with. So what's kind of cool is I was able to find a decal that says Max Rat. Also had kind of a maroon and white kind of outline to the lettering, which went perfect with this kind of I guess you could say a rusty or primer, red base primer. Number 5 is on there. You're probably wondering what the heck is that. Well, that's my favorite number, not a lucky number, but a favorite number of mine. So I found a couple of number 5s floating around the decal stash and decided to use those with these funky looking hoses on the front on both sides. And yeah, just a real fun build. On the back here, quite ridiculous, but hey, it's a rat rod. Anything goes. These are actually IndyCar slicks, the rear slicks for Indy cars. So there you go. Something totally outside the box. There's nothing really to see on the bottom here. It's just plain metal and an engine and everything else. So yeah, again, that's the only rat rod I've ever done. It's not to say I would never do another one, but I had a great time with it. I loved the way this came out, and I think I would just, you know what? I don't really see a reason to do another one, to tell you the truth. I'm quite happy with this, and don't know that it needs another one, because again, I'm quite happy with the way this came out for a first time try at a rat rod. So that's it for this week, folks. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much, and we'll talk in a bit. All right, cheers.